All right. Welcome to our post-match press conference for Team Switzerland with head coach Pia Sundhage. We'll open the questions for the journalists right away. Yeah, Team?
Thank you. Coach, good evening. On Friday after the game, you told us, I promise you we'll defend better in Sheffield and we'll be better at counter-attacks. So, job done tonight.
Yes, I think the defending part against Germany was a little bit too low. I think it was a little bit too low pressure even today. We need to have better courage, and I think in the second half, the fact that we stood up a little bit higher, pressure a little bit higher, made the attack a little bit better as well. So we actually kept the ball better than against Germany, and that was good.
Next question. Yes. Patrick?
Sorry, Patrick from Blue Sport. Was it your plan to be more defense in the first half and to, after the 6 goals against Germany, and now you played much more offensive in the second half?
Actually, our plan, and we prepare the players when it comes to the relationship in defending. And we decided to, as you've seen, still play 5 in the back, but add a player in the midfield, 4, and 1 up top. But we were supposed to stay a little bit higher. And I think, and I have so much respect for speed in general, so I can imagine the 5 in the back, they dropped off, in my opinion, a little bit too early in the first half. I'd rather have them standing a little bit higher and get the foot race. So we changed that in the second half, and I thought it was a little bit better because we can keep the ball as well.
Christian?
Hi, Pia. The first year is over as head coach from Team Switzerland. Can you say how happy you are? Are you on the way? Are you further on the way to the Euro, or a little bit back our plan?
I'm happy. I'm a happy person, and I am very optimistic as well. I have seen, when I look back and we watched the games and we have analyzed the games as well, there are 2 phases. The first phase with, you remember in the very beginning against Poland, and then we played in the Nation League in B and won that. That was important to win games. So because everybody's looking at statistics a little bit. And then we do have some great wins, I think. But also after that, change the way we're playing a little bit. Of course, when you play against good teams, it's a balance between a lot of courage, but you don't want to be naive. And I think the 4 games we've been playing, it looks very different. And why? Well, we did not have access to all the players, and of course that matters. But at the same time, we try to keep some sort of line. This is the way we're going to play, and this is the Swiss heart. And like we said in halftime, you know, it's a time, another 45 minutes. We're going to play together, regardless who's on the field. So I think next year we will put these 2 things together. Showing video clips where we look really good when we played in the Nation B League, but also the rest of the 4 games, because there will be spells where we did quite well, and there are certain things we really need to work on as well.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you tell us a bit about the young players like Noemi Iveli, who came in? Okay, Ivan played the first half, but then she was forward, much better, I think, or more active there and very dangerous. And as well, Lydia Andrade.
I have to say that when it comes to Iman, that will be a good player. Sooner than later. And as you've seen, we have had her as a wing-back, coming from behind. And she's okay defensively, much more better in the attack. And then she played as outside mid in the beginning of this game, and she was really good up top. So she has shown, which is important with a young player, with the quality that she can play in many positions. And when we get closer to the Euro, then we will probably have a plan where you will tell this is the core of the players. Right now we're trying different things. I'm really happy for Iveli because I've seen her in the U19, and the coach, Veronica, as she said, she was the best one the last time, so that's why she's the full team. And I'm happy with the way she played the second half and take the chance. I usually say, well, we give you the chance, take the chance now. And I felt from the very beginning when it comes to the Swiss national team, they are, careful. And I encourage them to play forward. It's okay to make a mistake, but take the chance to play forward. And I think that will be important when you want to improve the attack and be dangerous, as you say. And Ivel, she did that today. I'm happy with her performance. You said Lydia as well. So Lydia, they got some minutes, and it's so important that the younger players, they get some minutes, and because the best feedback is the game. So they feel when they are successful, they feel when I'm not successful, and we get some footage, and there's a time and chance for me to have give them feedback when it really works. You need to do more of this than you will call up in the national team again.
Flora?
Some words about Anna Maria, about her position. Do you prefer her as forward or on the ring, on the right?
Anna Maria, her first game with me was outside back. You can tell I'm trying different things, and now she played as a left midfielder, and you've seen her up top as well. And I think she played better and better in the game, and she's important because she has a lot of experience. And that kind of player probably during the games down the line you will see her in different position, because she has proven that the fact that she's good in the air, the fact she's a little bit of a leader gives me a chance to put her in different positions.
Further questions? Yes, gentleman in the back.
So obviously you've managed in many successful teams during your career in management, and for Switzerland to come here tonight against the European champions, World Cup finalists, do you see that as a good marker of your progress so far during your time with Switzerland?
I usually say I'm the lucky one, because we're going to play the European Championship on home soil. And the fact that we got a chance to come here, stadium is packed, and you play against the European champions, and that is something that's important for all of us. The atmosphere, the preparation, and that experience will help us to prepare for the Euro. Absolutely.
Yes, lady in the back.
Hi, Pia. So, like you said about that Swiss heart and determination, what do you sort of say to your players at half-time? And, of course, it worked to hopefully not concede in the second half, like you managed to keep a clean sheet in the second half tonight.
Well, I think one of the reasons is that we are defending a little bit higher. And, you know, there's so much about the atmosphere in the team that they were determined to do better. That was the thing we said from Germany, because we did quite well in the first half as well. And in this game, okay, let's take off. And the last thing we're going to do this season is to do it together. So I'm impressed of, just take, we talked about Iman, the fact that we just moved her, and she's doing well. We put in Evel in the middle of the park. So those kind of changes, they really embrace the changes. I'm impressed of that, because we come up with different kinds of things, coaching style and who's in the starting lineup. And that is a winning formula, as long as they are, you know, you're going to play against England. It's a pact. And still they can focus, and they come up with this, in the second half, more of attacking personality. They complete more than 1 and 2 passes. And I'm impressed of that, and it makes me happy for the next year. It will be good, I think.
And then you've got your home Euros coming up in the summer. How fantastic is that going to be for your players to be able to play in front of home fans? And do you think that will really boost their morale playing against tough opposition like England, like they did today?
It matters. I usually say that, you know, you serve the ball into the box. On home soil, you can see it, but you can also hear it. And that support from the crowd will be very important. And everybody gets boosted up and try to do a little bit. If it's not a little bit more, it's a little bit different, and you gain some confidence. And we're really looking forward to the Euro next year.
Thank you.
Yes, Tim.
Thank you. On Friday, you told us that it's really important for you that your players improve physically. I mean, to be stronger. That's not something you can work on the national team. Do you expect them to do much homework this winter?
Yes, of course, we have constantly communication with the players, and one thing each one of them can do is actually look at themselves. Am I capable to play 3 games, 4 games, 5, even 6 games? So that's from a physical standpoint. And of course, it's something that we remind them over and over again. And the fact that if you play in the Swiss league, you have those games 90 minutes. When you come here and play against England, it's a feedback. Okay, it's faster, it's quicker, and to play 90 minutes is different compared to if you play in the league. And that is very important. So I expect them to be prepared, and no doubt about that. That will be, they're going to do that. I've also said that it's about the quality. Each one of the players, they have a really good quality, and each of them has not so good. I would like them to work on those things, if it's possible, because at the end of the day, they're going to play in Arsenal, they're going to play in Aston Villa, they're going to play in Young Boys or whatever. So you have to respect the clubs, but I have a chance to give them feedback when it comes to specific quality. And, you know, when you say you have a chance to play a European Championship, you look at the eyes, it is something special. So that's a great way to motivate them and inspire them.
Christian?
The year's not over. There's already the draw who is coming for Euro. I think Sweden got it through. Do you have some wishes who you want to play?
I'm happy that we're going to play the first game because that's special. I have no wishes at all. I just watch and see how we're going to play the first game.
Against Sweden would be...
Against Sweden would be special. That would be very special. But it is only a game, 2 times 45 minutes. So.
Can be the second half from tonight a very good basis for next year? The second half of tonight a good basis for next year to build?
If the last thing we've done, and which I told when it's standing in the circle, that's something to be proud of. This is certain feeling. You don't have to be specific about certain things, but we came to England and we had a second half was pretty good as a team. So that is something I will refer to when I meet them again in February. And then there will be tactical stuff. There will be feedback when it comes to individual or even technical stuff or whatever qualities. So, but right now I think all of us should be proud and hopeful for the next year. It's gonna be better, and everybody looking forward to that.
Patrick?
The atmosphere was fantastic even before the game. Do you think for the players is even more motivation to subordinate everything to football?
I do believe that. It is expectations, the sound, the atmosphere. It matters in any kind of environment. It matters in the team meeting room. It matters when you get out on the pitch. So, and of course, something that we hope will happen in Switzerland. I usually say you can't miss this. You have to be there. And if we can spread that word around in Switzerland and countries next to, then it will be fantastic next year.
And for you, it's still special days like today, or you have seen everything?
Every game is special. I have to say that, and I take the time to look around. Sometimes today the stadium is full, and I'm grateful for that. Sometimes it's not, but it's still we have a chance to compete. Back in the good old days, we didn't have that chance, and now we can compete in European Championship. We can compete in the World Cup, the Olympics, Champions League, you name it. And the competition itself, it's so important for me as a woman, a female player, to know how good am I. Then you have to compete, and that exactly what's happening. And that's why the women's football is so much better today than only 10 years ago, because we have a capacity and the chance to compete. And then we have the fact that there are big crowds as well, makes it even more fun.
Any last questions? All right. In that case, thank you. Thank you, Pia. Thanks everyone for attending, and have a nice evening.